One of my absolute favorite spiritual practices every day is to give people compliments about what they are doing. When I give to give without expecting anything in return, that is my spiritual practice. I don't expect anything. I don't expect a thank you. I am giving from my heart. And when I give from my heart without expecting anything, that improves my self-worth, and it will improve your self-worth. My name is Patty, and I am here to help you find your unloving, unconscious parts of you. Maybe change them into loving, unconscious parts so that we can have a more conscious and kind world. So recently we had this family gathering at a celebration of life, and 10-year-old Macy, a sweet little cousin, I asked her to help me with the dishes, and she jumped right in without complaining, and she did such a really good job. And I pulled her aside later on, and I thanked her so much for stepping up and taking on the responsibility of being part of the community. And I loved how she showed up, and I told her that, and how she was just such an important part of the community. I will go to my grocer when I go to the grocery store, and I will thank the man who's stocking the shelves for me so that I can have something to eat for dinner. And couldn't we do that? And the other day I went to breakfast by myself because my breakfast companions are not around right now. And the waitress did such a great job. And I said, thank you so much for making sure I had everything I need. And I didn't have change, so I gave her a $5 tip. It didn't take much out of me, but I don't expect anything in return, because that is what true giving is all about. I want you to start practicing that. I want you to find those special things about people, compliment them, and be very specific about it, and don't expect anything in return. Now, what you will probably get, people with low self-worth do this. They shove it off. They like, oh, it's not it. But just stay with it, and it will improve your self-worth. Today I'm reading from The Courage to Change, because it does take great courage to change the way we've been. So one of the things we're going to be talking about is self-worth. And as I found that I have always judged my value on the basis of my accomplishments, or on what other people said about me, this meant I had to work all the time or constantly make myself the center of attention. Oh my God, I used to do that. At best, my sense of satisfaction was fleeting. And what I realized was that part of my self-worth can be based on my ability to love other people. Saying a kind word, writing a considerate note, or just taking time out from my other thoughts to appreciate another human being enriches my entire day. I have the power to feel good about myself, regardless of my achievements, whether or not people validate my worthiness. Let me look for appropriate opportunities to share my love with people around me. In this way, I celebrate one of my most positive traits without expecting anything in return. Paying someone a compliment that comes from the heart, or thanking them sincerely for their kindness, may be the nicest thing I can do for myself today. Now, if you really want to make this a great spiritual practice to up your game, give a compliment to somebody you don't even like. See what happens with that. Give them a compliment, give them a kindness, and start watching your world change. Because you know, this life is so short. I'm dealing with a lot of loss around me over the last few weeks. And what I do know is that kindness matters more than your outrage. And what's life about anyway but to enjoy it? If you like my content, please put in a comment below if this is a daily practice you want to practice. And then share it with somebody, because you know somebody could probably use it. I love you.